Welcome to the final episode of this Let's Play of Pokemon Violet. In this episode, we're going to be finishing off the Pokédex. Speaking of which, finally I'm done with gathering the requisite BP to have all of the biomes in the terrarium start containing starter Pokemon. I was running around with my girlfriend's save open. She has everything unlocked, so I was able to get a lot of the starters as I was, also running around with that save open. Look at these guys. That really filled out the Blueberry Pokedex, and now I've got 200 volumes. And now I got a Dream Ball. But more importantly, by getting 200 volumes, we can now progress with Perrin's stuff. So let's talk to her. Hey, what do you eat? Don't tell me. You already got yourself 200 Pokemon from the terrarium? Impressive. It was hard work. I'm exhausted. Well, look at you putting in all that effort. I like to see that in a kid. You probably know more about the Pokemon in the terrarium than I do, and I got here first. I guess you've earned yourself that hot tip. Take a look at these photos, would you? Area 0. And Area 0. That's a much closer up photo of the Pokemon. See those strange Pokemon? The first one's called Iron Boulder, and that other one's Iron Crown. Totally unknown Pokemon in totally unknown places. If they're real, it'd be a huge deal. Apparently these places are in Paldea. You have any idea where, What a Geek?
No.
So they aren't somewhere you can easily reach, then. Wow, these spots must be really special. Of course, you know how it is these days, right? These photos could totally be fakes. But if you want to know for sure, maybe you could go try to search these Pokemon out. I can show you those photos again anytime you like, just give me a shout. Find me something good, What a Geek. I've got faith in your survey skills. Can I call you on my smartphone? I'm just kidding. You can't actually make calls on your smartphone. Duh. Alright, well, we know where we're going. Time to go back to Area 0. Zooming along. Just a couple of seconds for a flight. Love to see it. Alright, let's get back down there. I'm going to start at Research Station 1. So, Iron Crown is going to be up on the upper parts of Area 0, while Iron Boulder is going to be located on the lower parts. We're going to have a nice look around for them both. Look at all these dudes and a couple of other paradoxes right over there. Okay, we're going to start with Collab so we can possibly paralyze. Let's go have a look around. If you're playing Scarlet version, the Pokemon that will spawn instead, or the paradoxes that will spawn instead, are called Raging Bolt, which is Raikou, past Raikou, and the other one is Gouging Fire. Much like the other past Pokemon, their names are kinda sick. Oh, there's Iron Crown. Yeah, Entei, Gouging Fire.
Guys, get away from the Cobalion. Thank you.
Now, Iron Crown and Iron Boulder are, instead of being part fighting, they are part psychic. Iron Crown here is Steel Psychic. And you might be thinking, hang on, why 2 of the trio in both cases? Why only 2? The third one of the trio in Scarlet version is called Walking Wake, the Suicune, and the Musketeer is Iron Leaves, the Virizion. Both of them were only available in events, event raids specifically. Don't know why that event raid hasn't come back at all. A little bit odd. So you only had the one chance to get them, meaning they're probably some of the more rare Pokemon out there right now. Also, I have been doing a lot of picnics in the terrarium for the all the BP stuff, so that is exactly why Collab survived that attack just then. It probably would be critting a lot if it wasn't doing a fixed damage move, too. I figured we're past credits twice over. It's fine to let loose, have everyone at a picnic, all that, all that. Alright, let's keep it going. Tachyon Cutter from Iron Crown is a psychic move? No? Steel? I don't remember. It was literally the second ball. Good. I like that in a Pokemon that can get caught. Hey, in filling out my Pokedex, I learned that Beldum has a catch rate of 3. It has the same catch rate as most legendaries. You know what Chi-Yu's catch rate is? 6. Double that of Beldum. It got caught way easier than Beldum and its evolutions. Ugh, I hate Beldum catch rate so much. There was supposedly an incident in which it launched shining blades to cut everything around it to pieces. Little else is known about it. And we know this being in the past of this creature that will exist.
Oh, that's a lot of dude. Oh my god. Get me out of here. Get me out of here quickly.
Yeah. Alright, now for Iron Boulder. It looks like that waterfall over there could be what we're looking for. Because there's a giant slab right in front of it. I guess I'll go see. It may not be right there, though. But it is on the lower part of Area 0. Before you get into the cave system, that is. And the same is true for Gouging Fire and Raging Bolt. I believe Raging Bolt will be on the lower parts of Area 0, down near the waterfalls and rivers. While Gouging Fire is up at the top. Okay. No luck on the guy. Wait, this might be it. Squeeze my way in there, and look at that. There's Terrakion. Let me make sure we're all good to go. Okay, let's go. Iron Boulder is Rock Psychic. Shoutouts to Solrock and Lunatone. Oh, I wish it moved a little bit more than it does. Which I guess could be something else about the rest of the future Pokemon. They're all pretty motionless and robotic. I always get it confused. Is Sacred Sword the one that is a physical move that does special damage? Or rather, a special move that does physical damage? Or is that Secret Sword? I think it's Secret Sword that I'm thinking of. Sacred Sword might just ignore... No. Which one did he just use? Whatever that one is, that ignores stat modifications. And the Keldeo signature move, that one does special damage despite being a physical move. It was named after a mysterious object recorded in an old book. Its body seems to be metallic. Okay. Not very unique to Iron Boulder, it feels. But whatever. Hey, that's the ultimate reward for filling out a lot of pages of your Blueberry Pokedex. Girafareg's coming for me now. And with that, none of my Pokedexes are complete. I guess I can have a quick scan for you, just to see where I'm at, to show you where I'm at. And I don't know how much else I'll be recording of this. I guess I could talk about, real briefly, some of the trials I just went through. Yeah, Beldum. Took a long time to capture. Several Dusk Balls, Ultra Balls, even Timer Balls weren't working well. Brought to 1 HP, didn't have takedown anymore, so it couldn't knock itself out. It just took forever for some reason. Along the way, found a lot of shinies. On one outing using an Herba Mystica sandwich, which gave sparkling power. Found a shiny Rotom. Found a shiny Greavard. Almost found a shiny Annihilate in Kitakami. Didn't, but that would have been nice. Speaking of Herba Mystica, there was this Kingdra raid that gave me like one of each Herba Mystica. That was funny. I think it did that because all of Kingdra's stats are the same value. It usually picks an Herba Mystica based on the highest value stat. But because Kingdra has all the same value, it was all different Herba Mystica. Anyway, randomly stumbled across a shiny Snubble in the polar biome. That was cool. Anything else? No, nothing's coming to mind. So anyway, Pokedexes. Where are we at? We need to get 400 in any of... sorry, in the Paldea deck specifically. I'm missing all the version exclusives, a couple of trade evolutions, and a lot of the evolutions, it seems. And I'm missing Metacham? Huh. That one seems way too easy to just be missing. Wingull and Pelipper. Wow, I really am missing some obvious ones here. Gonna have to catch a lot of dupes for various things, for evolving, specifically Applin. Don't have Spupa, don't have Jump Bluff, that's odd. Gonna need to get the starters. Again, the version exclusives. Oh yeah, Gimme Ghoul, hang on. That's one thing I can do right now. Gimme Ghoul has a unique evolution in that once you collect all of, or not all, but once you fill out your materials with Gimme Ghoul coins, well, not with. We have 999 Gimme Ghoul coins, which I do. I'll show it. Gonna scroll until I see big number. Gonna probably be a little while. I'm sorry in advance. I don't know why it's right in the dang old. There we go. 999. Once you reach this value, you stop collecting Gimme Ghoul coins. There's an NPC somewhere in Paldea that, I think in Paldea, that keeps track of your coins that you get when in excess, and he'll just give them to you once you do this little evolutionary method. So, level up Gimme Ghoul once after getting 999 coins, and what Gimme Ghoul is evolving? Ta-da! He becomes Goldango! This is another one of my favorite Paldean Pokemon. This dude rules. It has a sturdy body made up of stacked coins. Goldango overwhelms its enemies by firing coin after coin at them in quick succession. In the National Pokedex, Goldango is number 1000. Hence why you need 999 coins to evolve him. He's got a unique ability called Good as Gold, which means he cannot get affected by any status moves. Like anything. He can't be leered, he can't be will-o-wisped, he can't be grudged or whatever. None of that. He just can't get affected by that. It's really, really cool. And he's got a pretty solid special attack stat. Look at that. Toss him in the box again. But, there was one other thing I wanted to do on screen regarding the Pokemon. Oh, duh, I haven't even shown the Kitakami or Blueberry statuses. What the hell is this? Oh, Volbeat and Illumise. Okay. Bellsprout's entire line I'm missing. Again, I gotta do a lot of Applin stuff. Didn't get any of the polys, that's weird. Ambipom. Shiftry, Kricketune again. Poltergeist. Golem. Yeah, a lot of trade evolutions that I need to do. Probably just do that with my girlfriend's copy of Scarlet on the side. Chandelure. Missing my low-tech. What's this? Fable. A few stone evolutions. But otherwise, Kitakami is mostly done, so don't have much else to worry about there. It's Blueberry that's going to be a problem. Still got a lot of starters to find and evolve, and I do want to at least get a living dex of both Blueberry and Kitakami, because I haven't done that yet in Pokemon Home. And hey, that's a good segue into what I will be doing next. We're going to jump over real quick to look at Pokemon Scarlet. And the difference is just night and day, isn't it? So, I have this Scarlet save on the Switch 2, using my profile thanks to virtual game cards, and a little bit of a different team here. But what I want to show off is that I actually do have all the version exclusives here, including the ones from Paldea, including the ones from Kitakami, and all the ones from, I guess the only couple out here in Blueberry. So that's something cool. And I don't know, why do I have a Slitherwing here and a different one up here? Oh wait, that one's shiny. Yeah, found a random shiny Slitherwing. That's cool. In addition to that, I'm also going to be transferring these starters over to the to Violet, just so that I can get them into the Pokedex. And I'll also need to grab a Sprigatito from home in order to get that added to the Pokedex. And speaking of Pokemon Home, let's go ahead and get going with that. The only way for me to easily get all these Pokemon into my Violet version from Scarlet is to use Pokemon Home, as transferring between all this save data to a different Switch on the same profile as the one about to play Violet. I don't think it would even allow me to run both games at the same time, so Home is going to be the way to go. So, let's go ahead and check that out. Alright, here we go. Alright. Head into the Pokemon menu. We're going to access Scarlet with name What a Geek 2. And let's go ahead and... Oops. I keep thinking minus is to draw a selection box when it's automatically like that by default. How do I get to... I think this is the living Paldea Pokedex. There's some shinies there. A lot of other Pokemon. I think this is from my Sword save data. Let me just go to box spaces instead. That'll be faster. There we go. I am actually running out of space in Pokemon Home. Bit scary, but it'll be fine. Alright, grab those. Let me also look for a specific Pokemon. I'm not sorting, I'm filtering. Here we go. Let's look for S. Brigatito. Here we go. How many do we have of those? Just the one? Really? Uh-oh, that's not good. Well, in any case, let's jump to it. Yeah, it is the only, It is the living dex of Paldea, Sprigatito. Alright, fair enough. I guess I'll just have to... Or, hold on, idea. What about... Meowscarada? I might have a couple of those. Oh, there we go. Nope, just the one. Okay. Save and quit. Again, this might take a while. I don't want to use my living dex in Home to finish up the Paldea dex in this playthrough. I do kind of want to put forth as much effort as I can to get that all situated. I did use that method of transferring all the Pokemon, all the Living Dex Pokemon, into the Scarlet save, just so I could get my own captures of, what were they called? Raikou and Entei's paradoxes. We'll move Sprigatito over, and... this? Yeah, here we go. Dang it, I did it again. Get the exclusives into there. And these guys into here. As you can see, we also got the Blaze Breed Tauros, which is not necessary, but nice to have. I think that's it, right? Got the other starter, got these guys. I'll have to breed the Sprigatito in order to get the Living Dex back up and running for Paldea. Other than that, though, I think that's everything. So, go ahead and save. Nice and easy. Simple. And now I can just go back to Violet version. Alright, now that we're back here, let's check our boxes. And bada bing. They're all the Scarlet exclusives. Cool. I will get on breeding the Sprigatito, getting all the evolutions, doing some trades on the side, and whatever else I need to do. And then I'll get the Pokedex stuff all done. While filling out the pages of my Pokedex, I kept finding things to distract myself from the monotony, including searching for a shiny Charcadet. Fun fact, this was actually found with a shiny fire sandwich while there was an actual outbreak, mass outbreak of Charcadet just behind me. This is not part of that outbreak. So yeah. But then I went over to Zapapico and evolved it. Also, while wandering around Kitakami, I kind of took a second look at this Hatena, realized, oh wait, that's shiny. And on a different fire sandwich, I was spawning a lot of Charmander in the Savannah biome, and wouldn't you know it, yellow guy. And the last of the Kitakami Pokedex I had to fill out was evolving Poltergeist into Sinistcha. It's not as cool that I evolved it with the unremarkable form, but there we go. Completed the Kitakami Pokedex. Hi, Jacques. Hello, hello, what a geek. Looks like you've caught 200 kinds of Pokemon that can be found around the land of Kitakami. Wait, are you telling me you've caught them all? Wow, wow, a complete Kitakami Pokedex. This is great. No, you're great. Thanks to all your hard work, I don't think there's anything more to be done when it comes to surveying the Pokemon that live here in Kitakami. I really wish I had something to give you to commemorate all your effort. Oh, I know. I'll give you this charm I got at Kitakami Hall. It's a limited edition souvenir that they only sell here. And we get more Terra Shards from Terra Raid battles for that. Oh, and can you show me your Rotom phone for a second? Thanks to the diploma feature Director Clavel helped with, we can celebrate your achievement in style, what a geek. See, you can get a special message from the company that certifies Pokedex completion. The Pokedex Association? Run by one Samuel Oak, maybe? Look at that! We got the Kintsugi Mori art. And the watercolors. It's very cute. Yeah! And Wallop's front and center. Love to see it. You may have completed this Pokedex, but that doesn't mean your school trip has to end. I hope you'll keep meeting lots and lots of new Pokemon friends around Kitakami. The final Blueberry Academy Pokedex Pokemon I needed to register to it was Galarian Slowbro. I had already gotten the 15 Galarica twigs needed for Galarian Slowking. I just needed the 8 for the Cuff, and had this individual around where Lacey's Elite Test, or Elite 4 Challenge area was. That individual was able to weave a Cuff for Slowbro, and there we go. That was the last Blueberry Academy Pokedex Pokemon. Hey director, look what I did. Oh, hey there, What a Geek. What brings you back up here? I just wanted to chat. To chat? With me? Well, well, aren't I the popular one? By the by, how's that Blueberry Pokedex of yours coming along? Come show me once you filled it in a bit. And definitely come show me if you complete it. I'll be sure to shower you with praise. Hey, I did the thing. I did that. I did exactly that. Now praise me. Hey there, What a Geek. Haven't seen you in, what has it been, 2 weeks? Looks like you caught 240 species of Pokemon in the terrarium. Hold on, does that mean you filled in the entire thing? Yes it does. You've completed the Blueberry Pokedex. Congratulations. We should have all the data we need on the Pokemon living in the dome now, thanks to you. This is really impressive, you know. Not a single Blueberry Academy student has managed it yet. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of slackers in your school. Here, you deserve a special something to celebrate. I'm pretty sure this counts as special. Mark Charm. Higher chance of finding Pokemon with marks. Why, hello, Director Cyrano, and hello to you too, Master What a Geek. Your studies are going well, I hope. Welcome, Valley. You're not going to believe what What a Geek just accomplished. Upon my word! It seems you're making quite the splash here at Blueberry Academy, as you have elsewhere. You get it? Because you were out in the ocean. You made a splash. Haha. Humor. Knew I'd picked the right student for this program. While Director Cyrano is giving himself a hearty pat on the back, allow me to reward you with a small gift. Students who achieve great feats such as this deserve to be recognized for their hard work. This congratulatory message, penned by the company that certifies Pokedex completion, is for you. Hey, it's Terrapagos, and it's Terrapagos. Again, Kintsugi Mori. I reconfigured your Pokedex app so that you may view your diploma there anytime you like. You haven't changed, have you, Valley? You've always been good at this sort of thing. Oh no, this is really nothing. Also, Director, once again, I must insist that you address me properly in front of our student. I'm just glad your treasure hunt in my academy has been such a success, What a Geek. I hope you keep spending some quality time with all the Pokemon in the terrarium. Director Cyrano, I do appreciate your kind words, and I hate to interrupt, but I would like you to confirm that you will no longer refer to me as Valley in front of... Director Cyrano, are you even listening to me? No, he's just laughing. Alright, that just leaves one last Pokedex to complete. And guess what? I'm most of the way there already. 399 out of 399. There's exactly one Pokemon we haven't found yet. But if we were to scroll through everything, we wouldn't see any, like, empty space or anything like that. And I don't know why the game does this, but the one Pokemon I'm missing from this Pokedex is... It's not really what you'd be expecting if, you know, you've been paying attention to all the adventures so far. Because, like, we've been running into every Pokemon that we can. I've just traded everything in from one version to the other. So what am I missing? How's your basic counting? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Again, I don't know why it does this, but we haven't evolved the very first Pokemon that I got in this game. I say we. I haven't evolved the very first Pokemon I got in this game. So, what say you to giving Soak here a bunch of experience candies? We'll get Aqua Cutter, which is a physical water move. Pretty nice. Air Slash, good. Focus Energy, still good. Alright. Is that enough? Nope, one more. What? Soak is evolving! Soak has evolved into Quaquaval. Dancing in ways that evoke faraway places, this Pokemon mesmerizes all that see it. Flourishes of its decorative water feathers slice into its foes. And with that, that's 400. Aqua Step, its signature move, speeds it up every time it's used. You can claim a reward for the progress you've made in your Pokédex. A Beast Ball. You've encountered every single Pokemon there is to find in Paldea. Exploring the region on your own 2 feet is a real treasure of an experience, isn't it? I think you deserve a special diploma in recognition of this magnificent achievement. Come see me in the biology lab back at Uva Academy when you have some time. Teacher! I've done it! I've seen all the pocket monsters across 3 regions. That's crazy. Teacher! Mr. JQ! Hello, what a geek. What? Are you telling me you've already registered 400 species of Pokemon to your Pokedex? Wow, you did it! You completed the Pokedex! That's amazing, really amazing! Research on the Pokemon of the Paldea region is moving ahead like never before, and it's all thanks to you, what a geek. You know, I visited this strange shop the other day and happened to pick up a little something. Might not seem like much to get a second-hand gift, but here, from me to you. The Shiny Charm, which I believe doubles the rate at which shiny Pokemon will appear. I wish I could give you something a bit better for your efforts. Hello, Master What a Geek, long time no see. Now what's all this commotion about, I wonder? Ah, Director Clavel, this student of mine completed their Pokedex! Upon my word! What a marvelous accomplishment, Master What a Geek. That is your other name. You really surprised me too, pulling off a feat like this. Well, Mr. Jacques' delight clearly shows how commendable your work has been. Please allow me to reward you with a small gift. Students who achieve great feats such as this deserve to be recognized for their hard work. I feel like I've said this recently. Well, anyway, here you go. Yay, Kintsugi Mori of the starters! They're so cute. I'll reconfigure your Pokedex app so you may view your diploma there anytime you like. Programming is another one of Director Clavel's skills, you know. But anyway, you sure did great with the Pokedex, what a geek. If completing the Pokedex was one of the treasures you were after, then I'd say you've had a resounding success on your treasure hunt. Quite right, Mr. Jacques. A fitting comment indeed. If rather surprising coming from you. Heh. Well, I am his homeroom teacher after all. Gotta act like it from time to time, I guess. Wouldn't hurt you to act like a student from time to time, too, what a geek. You may have completed your Pokedex, but there is still plenty of adventure to be had. I hope you keep looking for new Pokemon to befriend here in Paldea. I feel like I've said that before. I very much look forward to watching over your continued progress as well. Before I wrap up this series, I want to do one more thing. Once everything's all said and done, plot-wise, come back to the Crystal Pool in Kitakami. Terapagos. Huh? Huh? You're dead! Well now, this is a curious development. Have I somehow broken through the boundaries of space-time? And who are you? Professor? Have we met? If so, I'm sorry, but I don't seem to recall it. I am Professor Turo. I research Pokemon in Area 0. And yet... I guess. What? This Pokemon? Is this the Iron Serpent? This is Miraidon. Is that right? So its name is Miraidon. That's a good name.
Again?
From the clues you've already let slip, I suppose I would have to conclude, from my perspective, this must be the future? Though of course the complexities of space-time are beyond count. It's possible that our encounter might not even be occurring in a timeline connected to my own. Perhaps this meeting is nothing more than a fleeting miracle. Why don't we exchange as much useful data as we can in what little time that fate has gifted us? Yeah? You want to just talk? Is there anything that you would like to ask me?
Why are you here?
I don't precisely know the cause. I was analyzing some recent data in my secret lab one moment, and the next I was standing here before you. Perhaps this is the influence of the crystal Pokémon that lies dormant in that place. Or perhaps the cause lies with you and I.
What are you studying now?
I am researching methods to catch Pokémon that live in different timelines so that I might transport them to the present day in my own timeline. It sounds fantastical, no doubt, but I am drafting plans for now for a machine that may achieve it. I call it a 3D printer. You see, this book captured my imagination when I read it as a child and has never let go. But progress has been slow and beset by failures. I haven't left my lab in quite some time now. This is a breath of fresh air. Desperately hope that I might glean some new insight from this conversation so I can finally make some progress and return home.
Professor, it's not clean air. There's a coughing or two right behind me.
Oh, that's what that was. Delectable. What? What? Is there anything else you wish to ask me? What about your family? Oh, you even wish to know about my private life? I do have family. A son. He's probably at home right now. Well, no, I suppose right now could be inaccurate. Whenever and wherever he is, I imagine he must be quite lonely. Now let us trade places in this exchange. I'd say the time has come for my own questions. What is this place? It doesn't appear to be anywhere in Paldea.
This is the land of Kitakami. This here is the Crystal Pool.
So we're at Kitakami's Crystal Pool, eh? I remember reading about it in certain texts. It's said to be a place where water wells up from the ground imbued with terrestrial energy. It would seem that I have been shifted quite far in both space and time. My next question, then. That Pokemon you have, the Iron Serpent, Miraidon. Tell me more about it.
It's a precious partner to me.
Yes, well, your personal attachment to the creature has no meaningful relevance to the... No, forgive me. Perhaps that was rude.
Yeah.
Oh, it was rude. That book you have there. I don't recognize its cover. What is it? The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. Would you let me see it for just a moment? Descriptions of the Area Zero underdepths, and a record of Terrapagos' awakening? Who is this Briar to have written such a work?
She's a descendant of Heath. Like the candy bar.
Now isn't that something? A descendant of the author of the original Violet book. Exploration runs in the family, I see. At any rate, that is a book that would ignite the imagination of any true scientist. I'm sorry, but I simply must have the time to read this book more thoroughly. Uh-oh. We're changing the timeline. Oh, the mist is closing in once again. I assume this means our time is near its end.
Yaska!
I wish I could spend longer getting to know the Iron Serpent, but I must hurry. That book, I imagine it must be quite valuable. It wouldn't feel right for me to claim it without offering you any recompense. In exchange, then, though I hate to part with something so precious to me, would you consider trading me that book for my copy of the Violet book?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what happened to my old Violet book. Oh, wait. Yours was a failsafe. And we got the Violet book back.
I appreciate this more than you can imagine. Perhaps I should take this chance to go home and enjoy a bit of downtime with a good book. Like this book! This is where we part, fellow adventurer and Iron Serpent. How lucky we were to meet across space and time. I bid you adieu.
That's the same thing the AI said when he left. And just like that, he's gone. But in his place, we have the Violet book once again on the title screen. Thank you for watching. Let's play Pokemon Violet.